Everyone. I'm back with another video back into Minecraft Let's Play World for the first time in a while, so that's good. Um, Episode 26, unironically, unintentionally, the first episode of 2026. So, yeah. These are kind of plans and stuff I want to get done this year, kinda. So, well, I guess first we'll look at what did we get done last year. I don't remember if this got done last year. I know this did. I'm not sure if this tunnel and everything coming up to it did. Or if the original part of the path, the one that turns up here did. But I know this part of the path we got done. The bridge over there and then the bridge over there. So I guess we'll start over with this part of the world. Potential stuff that might get worked on, because currently, other than getting into the cave there, these paths are utterly useless. They just end. This one I haven't even cleaned up from finishing construction on the bridge. I still have all my chests and stuff there. Maybe this year will be the year we go to the Nether, as well as maybe I'll finally start mining to get diamonds and stuff like that. But now this path, if I do decide to, and if I do that, I should be able to make the jump, right? Yep, I can make the jump. Alright. Um, Eventually what I would like to do with this path, I don't know if we're gonna do anything there. Initially I was planning to have, like, my house somewhere over there, but I don't know. There's a few other playing. I would like to definitely try to have a house built by the end of, this year. Because I don't consider the little outpost there as a house, I consider that as an outpost. We'll just climb on top of here, but my plan is to have the path continue through here until we get to this mountain. It will burrow into it, and then I believe I'll have it elevate inside the mountain, just so it's easier than coming up with a whole new design for it elevating outside of the mountain. Now, if we can get up, there's the village over there, and my plan is pretty much just to have the path go over to the village and end. That's really it. I don't have no plans for that village or kind of the whole area on the other side of this mountain, or even this mountain in general. I mean, the land is perfect for building. It's nice flat plains biomes. Oh, that, okay. One thing I have been debating about is what theme I want the world to be. Now, I primarily see Minecraft as a kind of medieval era game, well, medieval fantasy style era, because that's kind of what it is. Like, if you look at all the stuff you have, like, all right, weapons, the most advanced we have are crossbows. Um, there's no, like, I mean, you got mine carts, you got little boats. But yeah, so here, I don't know if I'm gonna build anything here, at least yet. Eventually I will, because of just how nice, flat, kind of plains area it is. I don't plan on doing anything with the village at all. I just want to make a path there to the village. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do here, but the only thing that might happen is continue the path to the village, so at least the path leads to somewhere and it's actually worth taking. So yeah, there's that. Another thing I was kind of debating, because I definitely do want it to be majority medieval style, medieval fantasy style world. Is I was debating having, like, because the other things I want to build aren't really like major things that's gonna take up a majority of the world. Like, it's more or less like mostly medieval fantasy, but, like, for example, one of the things I was thinking is having like a little airbase between the two mountains there, be a micro scale version of the airbase world. And that one will probably, I'm not sure, I mean, that one would be nice to have there. But yeah, like have the little air base snuggled in there between the mountains, kind of in the valley. It'd be about halfway up, so maybe about like level to there would be where the runway is. Like that would be kind of cool. Um, Other things I was thinking is have like a little cyberpunk city, which if I do any cities and stuff, they'll probably be over here, because over here is mostly plains biomes and stuff like that. So like maybe not right there. Like I think it'd be like far over there. And then I was also thinking of kind of a little bit of a city, kind of like um, how is it pronounced? I know I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, so I do apologize. Well, if I do pronounce it wrong, I'm hoping most likely I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, but it's I believe it's pronounced Pripyat, Pripyat, Pripyat. Basically, the Chernobyl city in Ukraine. The city in that, like something kind of like that, like an abandoned city, using that as inspiration, as well as like with a nuclear reactor on a hill over in the distance. Like, for example, like if I built it, say this plains biome here, I'd probably build the reactor like here, so like you can kind of see it looming over the city. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then that would pretty much really be it for this side of the world. Again, as of right now, being January 31st, I believe it is. Yeah, because tomorrow's Sunday, would be the 1st of February, and I do have. I was initially going to do this video tomorrow, but I have like another video, well, two videos planned for tomorrow. One might be an actual video format. Other one is probably is going to be a stream. As long as I don't have, if as long as stuff doesn't pop up that I have to do, that's what I have planned for tomorrow. But yeah, so over there, I was kind of thinking that. Um, Now over here, I don't really plan on doing much here or really there. Most things kind of pertain to this mountain, because even though it is going to be like a medieval fantasy style that I'm mainly going to go with, which I think this bridge goes nicely with it. Like I guess this bridge would kind of be a little bit more fairy tale, as it's kind of like it doesn't have, like cracked stone brick sprinkled in there. Like it looks like it was freshly built. It doesn't look like it was aged at all, and it looks like it was like perfectly built. But in the mountain, in there, this pretty much goes all the way across to the other side. I'm not going to jump down from here because there's no way to get back up. In the mountain here, if we go over to where the part that drifts off to the stairwell, in here is a little kind of cavern thing. Now, my plan is I want to make this a terminus station for the minecart system. So even though it's going to be like medieval fantasy, I'm still going to have like a minecart slash train system. I'm going to refer to it as a train, but it's a minecart system. And I'm going to do a 3-track main line. So middle track is going to be an express track that's going to go both, for example, say northbound and southbound. And then there'll be 2 smaller local tracks that will go northbound, that one will be northbound and one will be southbound. Now, how I go across what track goes what is, I believe I'm gonna go the way trains do it, which I don't remember if it's, or no, yeah, I think they follow the same kind of this way is this way and that way is that way as cars do. I'm thinking of it's the locomotives that the control stands on the opposite side than the driver's seat in a car. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that, which I do have a lot of iron built up. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I do have a lot of iron built up waiting. Um, I wonder if you have anything good to trade. Probably not. Um, yeah, not. I mean, I guess the coral, but I don't really do anything with coral, so I have no need for it now. Although I guess, I don't know, maybe I should start keeping emeralds with me to just anytime, like if they have coral trades like that, to get it all up. Although, unless I'm building underwater, I think it's just gonna end up drying out. This, I don't know what I'm gonna do with for if any. Well, what I'm probably gonna do for now, just so it looks better, is just make all this cobblestone, at least till like right there. I was planning on having up here as like a little path that kind of like goes through into here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do it here. I could make this like a little market area, kind of. That could be kind of cool. Or another possibility is make it into a storeroom for storage and all that, because it'd be nice hidden away. But yeah, I don't really know what to do with in there. And I don't know if I'm going to do anything there. Over there was like another potential area for actual house I was looking at building. Because again, I don't consider this a house, it's just an outpost. I do eventually want to build like an actual house. That would be like, pretty cool to have. Now, if we go over to the area that's kind of seen some of more of the most development in the what you call it. Also here, I kind of want to make this like not as deep, like maybe at most like 3-4 blocks deep. So I'd probably just fill in, like do a layer of cobblestone and then just add dirt and sand under it, as well as kind of dig that down a little bit. Um, as well as for here, like I want to make this more of a. I'm not sure what the correct term would, if it'd be a bayou. No, I think a bayou is more of a swamp, but where it kind of is more or less like that throughout the whole area. Um, I did at one point was thinking about putting a lighthouse somewhere here, but I don't really want to. I want to keep it more medieval, kind of medieval fantasy era, not era, style. This I need to fix up. I was working on digging this down, and then I just never got to finishing it. We have the two islands here. I believe this is one island, and that's another one. I'm possibly thinking of converting one into a mushroom island, although I need to find mycelium for that. So I'd have to find a mushroom biome. If I do find a mushroom biome, which I do want to get Silk Touch. Ooh, in that little cavern, I can make it like a trading hall, actually. Try out some of the new stuff. This is gonna get flattened to be a better looking beach. Um, yeah, so that's gonna be flattened to be made into just a better looking beach instead of just... It does not look good, in my opinion. Over here, the kind of farm area, um, this is just... Usually, I have it as pop-up farms right now. So there's not really any farm that will... The iron farm is kind of permanent because I don't really feel like rebuilding that again because I got to deal with moving villagers and all that crap. So, um, but like, I have tree farms and all that. As well as this is where I get most of my stone from that I need. So I was thinking about having this like a little industrial area. Like, for example, I'd make the iron farm look like a steel mill. But I don't know if I want to do it like that because of this area is going to be around the middle of the world, which I still want it more medieval fantasy. So unless I can find a way to like mix it together, I don't think I'm either going to choose one or the other. But I have no idea why I'm really going over, but I do have lots of iron for minecart tracks built up, so that's one nice thing about this. I also don't want to rebuild it and then like it not work, so I don't know, I could find something to do. I was thinking about building a mob farm here, like just another kind of in general one. And then this island here, well, it's not an island yet. I have to get rid of this, which is going to happen eventually. And then this will officially be an island. But officially, by definition, it's not an island yet, but it's basically an island. Like, this all is really the only thing connecting it. As long as I got like one block where water's heading over one block, then I consider that an island. The forest over here, I'm not sure what exactly I'm gonna do to it. I mean, like, it looks really flat, and I didn't really think it too much through, but I don't know. I might try to do some terraforming in the forest a little bit. Although I do like having up here like it is here. This I kind of want as like the centerpiece of the world, even though I have no clue if it's really the center or not. Um, I do want to try to repopulate this village because I stole all the villagers and well, not I only stole two of them and then like the rest died, and so it's only like this guy left. So I do want to get one villager to bring here and then have them try to repopulate the village a little bit. Builds and stuff here because initially like well here I want to do something with. Initially I kind of wanted to make it a volcano, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking a little bit more like kind of a Japanese style like pagoda or whatever they're called to kind of build up here, but I don't really know. And yeah, that's all gonna get flattened. It's not loaded in yet because I'm not close enough, but there is a big ass mess of chests right there. I don't really know what's over there, but yeah, this I'm not sure how exactly to tackle this. Like, I'm gonna leave this a village. I'm just gonna make it a better one. I was kind of thinking make like one kind of, or what I could do is like make this area, well, make an area like about here, kind of bulk up a bit and have this as a nice kind of fancy building where stuff would, yeah, yep, English, perfect. Let me take a drink of water real quick. Okay, I was thinking about having this kind of, I guess, I don't really know, like a main gathering building, kind of like, I guess, like a capitol building or whatever. Because other things I want to build here, like if I'm doing medieval fantasy style, which is really like that's really what I want to do here, but at the same like there's it's also Minecraft and I kind of want to take advantage of I can build like I can build all these styles right next to each other. Like I can have one street that has like a medieval fantasy tavern, then a Pokemon center, then a cyberpunk noodle shop, stuff like that, and then like a modern apartment building. Stuff I do want to build here, though, like actual building wise, is I do want to build like a little kind of hotel building thing because of how close it is to spawn. So, like, if you spawn in, you get over here and you have a place to like stay for a little bit, and kind of make like also, or like, and also maybe like a fancy apartment, well, fancy like apartment building for all like the permanent people that come to the world, which would be like one, two, three, four. Probably be like four people. So I don't know. Have like four or five floors. And then there is gonna be a bridge that connects this side of the island over to probably there. Did I already start? No, that's just sand. I did also kind of think of like it'd be kind of cool if I did it as like an underwater tunnel, but I don't know if I want to do it like that. I do want to also expand like stuff I have. So probably do more mining and then maybe get to the Nether to get some of that stuff, material gathering and all that. I did kind of think have the bridge go over here, but like it would have to, yeah. The easiest part would have it if I can redesign this spot right here to be more diagonal. At the same time, I don't really want it to be diagonal. Another possibility was have it go from there to there, which I think that I might do. And I was kind of wanting to have this part to be a port. I should probably go skip the night, because I know this area does have a lot of mobs that spawn in. I did like a little, this is my barrier for the village to keep it protected. These will eventually get rid of. I don't know what, like, if I don't know if iron will be able to pick it up or if it will just break it. Kind of like how I don't think like how you can only get, obsidian blocks with diamond pickaxes. Well, I think you can probably get them with like netherite now. Oh, of course, they're in that bed. So, I think I'm just gonna steal this bed in case it becomes nighttime when I'm at other places. Or no, I don't have anything too valuable on me. Like I can grow more carrots. I care less about the armor, and I mean my sword's really the only new tool I have. Like I have plenty of iron. Well, if we go over across the mountain to spawn, I do want to get spawn sorted out this year. That is one thing I want to have complete. Well, not I guess not completely, but like something I want to get very much sorted out. So if we go over here, be a little bit of a trip, which is especially why I want to build a path that goes there, as well as I do want to get the path going from where it left off to this centerpiece of the island of the world, to this to the island, pretty much. Maybe I will also start naming areas. Like I might name the island something like I don't know, not Central Island. I don't know. I need to think of like medieval fantasy style names for places. Over in the desert biome, which is all the way over there, I'm not even gonna bother going over there in the stream because it's gonna take like 10 minutes just to get there itself. But that, one thing I was thinking, well, and the savannah biome that's in that direction too. I was thinking of building Pride Rock from the Lion King in the savannah biome just because that would be pretty cool, as well as like in the lion it is made in the Lion King where it looks like a natural, like it just naturally happened. I'm not sure if it's based on a real life natural rock formation. If it is, that's pretty cool, but um yeah, this is gonna be a fun part getting through here. I wonder how many times I'm gonna fall in powder snow. But yeah, like I want to build kind of like a little miniature Pride Rock there because again, that'd be pretty cool. And then in the desert, I want to build like the city from Lego Ninjago, like not the actual the human city, but like the one the Serpentine get out of the ground in season one, when they released the Great Devourer. That's I want to build like that city because I believe it would kind of fit in the medieval fantasy era, or at least like just kind of the not modern day era. I am very nervous about falling in powder snow. That shit happens to me all the time whenever I go over here. Damn it. Yep, just like that. If I can just get all the way up, that's all I really want to do. And I don't want to really break any blocks or place any. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Or, you know what, I probably could just go around this tree. Around this one, and then maybe over here I'll be able to get up. Alright, I'm kind of getting somewhere. Okay, oh wait, alright, so it's the blocks that don't have the snow on it. Okay, I can kind of tell what ones are what now a little bit. Because I believe like once I get to the top, there's not really like, alright, oh, actually, yeah, if I can just book it over there without hitting powder snow, that would be, like once I'm onto the ice, I can get all the way up, and I know it's somewhere over here spawn. I want to get it sorted out, like the actual spawn area first, and then I'll start planning out Okay, I just thought I just saw a creeper there. Then I'll start planning out the actual, like, the pathway to it. Which how the pathway is gonna go is I'm gonna probably do it. Well, it's gonna be same materials as the other ones, but what I'm gonna do when I build it is I think similar to how I built the what you call it, the first one, where I'm just gonna tunnel the bridge. I'm just gonna get the tunnel board first. I know it's somewhere over here. I did clear it out. I know I cleared it out so I can actually tell where specifically it is. I don't want to go too far down, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around here. Like, I know it's kind of where it goes from snow to grass. And I did place a block there. Like, on top of clearing it out, I placed a block. Um, it might be over here. I know it was close to, like, a ravine entrance. Like, within very close to a ravine entrance. I think it's more the other way. Yeah. Well, if I can get on top of these trees to actually see decently well, or yeah, no, it is definitely the other way. Yeah, it's definitely the other way. It is somewhere. Yeah, see, this is one of the reasons why I want to get a better path to spawn because, well, A, there's a mountain between spawn and whatever I build, so it would just kind of make sense for people that haven't been in the world before. Pretty sure it's somewhere. It might be actually on the end of this side. There's also, I do want to get everything prepped for the winter village that I've been talking about all last year and ended up not getting to because of work and all that. The winter village it's still something I definitely want to build, but I want to wait till like December episodes of the series to do. All right, yeah, it should be somewhat. Yep, there it is. Here's spawn. I don't remember if this is the exact spawn block. I know there's a way where I can change the radius where you kind of spawn the same block, but I did clear it out. This is where spawn is, and there's a floating tree. All right, that's gonna annoy me if I leave it. So there we go. We cleaned up the floating tree. Yeah, because there's the cave entrance there, which it's a pretty nice looking cave. But all right, yeah. So now, yeah, let's get back around to the other end of the mountain. And then yeah, hopefully we can get to the other side without any incidents. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do anything with like the top of this mountain. I have no idea at all. Probably not, because well, A, the powder snow is gonna be a bitch to deal with. Maybe I might make kind of like a dragon den type thing. Because like there's this cool little thing here. I could make this like, yeah, like a little dragon den. Oh wow, even more emerald ore. I know emeralds aren't exactly rare because of villagers, but like the actual ore blocks themselves, I really like. And to me, those are still I still consider them rare. considering that until I was flattening out the main island there, it was yeah, until I was flattening that out, it was like I think quite a few years since I last saw emerald ore block naturally. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna fill this back up. Okay, there we are. Almost perfect. Almost perfectly out. But then there's that last bit of powder snow that was just like, nope. But yeah, so, yeah, that's getting spawn sorted out is on the priority list. Is it going to be the first thing I do? Probably not. I think probably the first thing I'm going to do is connect the little outpost, little base or whatever that I'm currently using with the central island. Alright, my health really needs to regenerate now, because I keep taking fall damage. Like, I have plenty of ideas of stuff I want to do, I just don't know how to execute the ideas. Alright, that's a sheep. I thought the sheep was a polar bear for a second. We can get over there. But yeah, I got quite a few ideas, and other ideas I did have was like add Pokemon centers around the world, just because I think that'd be cool. But then if I do want to go with the medieval style, I really don't know how to like add that in. Because it'd be kind of Pokemon centers and like the Pokemon gyms. So that might be something I gotta figure out how I mainly want to figure out how I want to approach doing the world. This I probably should get sorted out as well. This is kind of like going to be the main entrance to like little harbor area. And then I will grab a boat from over there, but gotta skip the night real quick. And yeah, we'll grab a boat to get over to where the winter village is going to be. That, I think, one of the things I will do to that first is, because I need to get it planned out, how I want to do it. I do want to kill that witch, because witches have redstone, and I'm going to need the redstone for the, I'm going to need the redstone for the... should I try to get a music disc? Or not? Nope. Because I do need redstone for the powered rails for the minecart system. And I'm not sure if there's any specific way I can make a witch farm other than just make a normal mob farm, so... I do want to try to get as much redstone as I can from witches, and I guess the sugar's pretty cool to have as well. Do I have any random pieces of... I've got a gold helmet that's almost broke. I guess I can finish that off. And then the gold boots. There we go. Well, there's a village over by where the winter village is gonna go, so... So that will be a way to go sleep for the night. I do want to continue farming some trees, like just all of them, and especially the ones I use for the path. But I do want to start farming some other type of trees as well, like a dark oak, acacia. I did think about making like a campsite over there. Maybe I can make like a logging thing over there. But yeah, so there's gonna be. I also have this big open area. Like I kind of want to build a boat here, but my issue is that I don't really like the era the rest of the world is. I don't really like that era of ships. I prefer pretty much like the first half of the 20th century being from like 1900 till like the 40s era of boats. Well, I guess even like the late 1800s as well. Well, I guess second half of the 1800s because I do like some of the ironclad ships from the Civil War, like the Monitor, some of the other Monitor class ships. Well, not class, but type. But over here, I definitely, and it's nice because I consider this the north part of the map. So like, I consider this north, south, and then that would be east, and that would be west. Which is nice because like the north we have this big snow biome, and then the south we have like the savanna and the desert, which is pretty cool. And I'm just gonna bring the boat with. But yeah, this whole area, there's like a lot of area here that like I could build a really big ship, but it would also probably not at all go with the era of the world that I want to do. I don't know if I got the chest from down here. I think I did, but I don't really know. Well, if there even is one, actually. Here's one. Oh, alright, I did not, but I'm going to die. Alright, I did not get that chest. I will in the future, though. Or I'll probably just forget about it. But there's a drown down there I don't want to deal with. I do want to get rid of some of the seagrass. Like, I know some people like it, and I do like a little bit of it, but it's just too dense here, and at least it's easy to get rid of. I wish there was, like... I wonder if No. I wish there was, like, an easy way that I could put stuff where I could take the boat and just directly get onto the ice. Because I do use this kind of as an ice boat path a little bit. Oh, maybe that might be something interesting I can build as well. If I can learn how to control it. I don't know, I think maybe I might go with the fact that this is Minecraft, so I can kind of just build anything. Probably should have gotten off about right here. Like, that's one advantage of this game that I really like. But I just don't know how I want everything to fit, because, like, I don't want to just throw everything together in the same area. Like, I want to have at least designated areas to build stuff, so not exactly sure how to go with that. Although in this world, everything's kind of going to be like a miniature state of what it would be if I built it in a creative world. Because this is probably my Minecraft world I've had going on for the longest. Oh, gotta let this load in. But yeah, this whole area I want to make as like the North Pole, like a little Christmas village. Some ideas I had were like Well, obviously, you gotta have Santa's workshop, maybe like a hangar for the sleigh. And then one thing I thought of was adding, like, like how there's some diners that use old passenger rail cars. Like, I thought about doing that, but have it as like a Polar Express train car and have that here. Other things I thought about were, like probably a little, um, well, obviously, like a little kind of, what you call it, place for like if you get here and then it's nighttime, so you don't have to just place down a bed. As well as, if I do the Pokemon Center idea, one of those. But then I also thought about for the what you call it, like the reindeer, since it's already going to be a fantasy style world. Like, either should I do it as just one big stable, or should I do it kind of like how, for example, like you have the reindeer skins. If I can, yeah, I don't feel like going through that because I'm probably going to end up messing up my skin and get put to a default one. But like how you have the reindeer skins that are anthropomorphic reindeer, do like, so that would be more builds. I can have, what, there's 9 of them, so I could have like, that'd be 9 separate houses to build, so it's not just like a little small village. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll build up this village more as well. But this is something that is going to be worked on little bit by little bit throughout the entire year. I'm probably going to go with the idea of having the reindeer anthropomorphic reindeer, so then it's, oh shit. So then I have more houses to build with reasoning. Because if I just build a bunch of random stuff without reasoning, it's going to be like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's Minecraft, really. A lot of it won't have reasoning. I might keep that Nether portal there. One thing I was thinking is like flattening, probably like the layer on top of the Nether portal, flattening all this, like putting dirt on top, um, as well as perhaps bringing down the mountain a little bit. Like I'll have the main area, or actually maybe I have the main area more around here, but flatten all this out, and then take down some of the mountain. Because I want to have like Santa's workshop around the top. Somewhere there'll be a massive Christmas tree because it's going to be the North Pole, so it's going to need one. Might do some like brick houses and stuff, kind of based on the North Pole from the Polar Express. I'll probably look through a lot of media. Like, this is why I need the dark oak logs, because I'm going to use those a lot here. Along with probably spruce and normal oak, maybe some birch as well. But, like, have this shelf as another layer with houses and stuff on it. Depending on how big I can make some of the shelves down there, have that as well. As well as have walking paths. They're probably going to be the same block palette of the paths as my normal ones, being the spruce down the center with the birch on either side. But then up here is going to be interesting how I'm going to deal with it. Let's find... I don't know if... Okay, that does not have what you call it in there. That could be something cool. Like, I could make that a cave entrance too. Ooh, and I can make, like, all the mines around the world. Like, I can actually make them functional mines. Oh, speaking of the word mine, well, I don't mines as not the name, but as the build. In World of Warships, I did get I did pull the mines from a winter crate last night. I will upload that little clip, a little bit later. Because, like, I was genuinely very surprised about it. Because, like, with the crates that drop stuff, I've been, Yeah. With the crates that drop stuff, well, not the one that, well, yeah, all crates drop stuff. But with the crates for each season, like winter, summer, and all that, those ones I've been trying to get Siegfried from the spring ones for probably the last 2 years now. And to get mines, I was like very surprised about that. Like I'm happy because that was a ship I wanted, but I was like, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I'm thinking of like have this area definitely bring it down a bit. Like I think it's way too close to clouds. Like even if I just bring it down like the 2 blocks to here, which I'm probably more or less gonna bring it down more blocks. This I might actually start terraforming process of tonight, just because I want everything set so I can start building in December. But I'm thinking of like having it go down to at least here, this level. It'll probably be easier to go where everything slopes down. Or maybe have it go down here. Like just this top level, and then I still keep the kind of back of it, but it's so this all because I got to get a lot of this terraformed. I know this is going to be the main project that I'll probably be working on in the background is getting everything for this set up. I do want to try to do a lot more videos in this world by this year. Like I'm hoping maybe by the end of this year to be at episode 50 because I'm at 26. So for episode 50, that basically be like 25 more episodes. But yeah, the Winter Village. This is the only thing so far that's a definite that I'm going to do. But the other stuff, I need to do a lot of planning. Like I'm gonna go in my build planning world to plan all the builds. I might start the Winter Village build planning stuff now, because all that is it's just a creative super flat that I use that I plan out buildings in. As well as I was thinking about making a copy of the world to do all the terraforming with, and just like roughly build out the roughly build out kind of what all the builds are going to be, or just put like wool blocks around that make it to where everything's going to go. But I think I'm definitely going to start with terraforming all this very soon, which I'll have a lot of snow. I know I really shouldn't go through the shovel and get snow from it, but I'm gonna do because I can just like wait. I can just get a snow golem if I really want snow. But I'm just gonna take advantage of, you know, battle up all, stock up on snowballs and all that. Well, snow blocks probably because I can hold more than snowballs in a stack. There'll probably be a tunnel that tunnels through the mountain over to the coast there. Just because I don't feel like climbing over the mountain every time I want to go here. Or going all the way around to here, because there's also, like I said, like there's up there all the way to down here. And that's all going to be interesting to figure out how to do. So I'm going to have a lot of space, so I'm probably going to have, like, I want up there to kind of be more like Santa's workshop, and then down here to be more of like the actual village. As well as a big Christmas tree maybe somewhere around here. And then it also leads down, there's the, oh, are these the snow wolves? Huh. I don't think I've seen them before. I do also want to try to get pets this year in the game. Like, whoop! Fuck. Like, animals I want to get this year for pets. There's a handful of wolves I want to get, which you're gonna start seeing similarities based on like, because a lot of pets I'll get in Minecraft I'll name after other characters I made. So like, for example, I have my dragon character. One of my dragons started out as an albino Night Fury. Then, like, I shit you not, like 2-3 months later was when they revealed the Night Fury design for not the Light Fury design for the Hidden World, and I'm like, oh, lovely. Now everyone's just gonna look like, oh, it's a Light Fury, even though it's supposed to be albino Night Fury. But like that character, I use that character's name for a wolf as well, being Snowfall, and it's usually I'll use that for. Well, I guess now since the wolves have different varieties based on where you find them, I'll have uh I'll have to find an Arctic wolf. But yeah, so some characters will have like names. Well, not some of the pets I have in this world will share names with characters I have. Or some might just be flat out based on characters, or I might make characters based on them. That kind of scared the shit out of me. I didn't notice it till last second. Now, why did I come down to the ice spike thing? I have no idea, but I guess just to kind of get a look over the area. Yeah, this one's probably going to be the best one to get the look of. Is there a way I can get up there? No. There we go. Alright, yeah, here's kind of the best way to get a look over everything. So I do want to have, like, maybe a little fishing stuff here. But yeah, I figure have Santa's workshop up there. I think, like, if I have it all the way up, that's too high, so I'm definitely going to bring the level down a little bit. Yeah, so that's all stuff that I'll start. Oh, and it's snowing. Cool. But that's all stuff I'll start planning. Like, all the terraforming needs to get planned first. Which, luckily, it's going to be a lot easier than the other village because it's really just get rid of blocks. It's not really place any. I can make that. There we go. The snow's gonna be an interesting thing to deal with this area because I never really built in like a snow biome where it actually snows. Like I've. Did those just turn like that? That is interesting. I thought they were. Weren't they just green? I don't know. But here I also need to figure out to make like a nice slope to go up. The snow's gonna be interesting and fun to work with though. Because especially, like, it's going to make some blocks tall enough where I don't think I'd be able to jump up on them. Like, alright, well, that one I can. I think it's like once it gets to a half slab, I won't be able to jump up on it. But yeah, up here, I definitely do like how this shelf is up here. So I did think about making this one the absolute tallest one. But I think if I make everything else, like, up to around here. Yeah, I guess first thing I'm going to plan out is how I'm going to take down the top layers. Because I know that is going to be the more time consuming than placing another layer. Which again, it's... At the very least, I know it's definitely going to go down to, like, at least this level. So, that'll be stuff I start getting rid of eventually. And I do want to keep it the back up there. But I believe that's really all I have to say for this video. Is mainly just kind of go around and talk about stuff I want to do and kind of spitball on ideas. Just to give everyone kind of an idea of what's going to happen this year. But yeah, so, I guess I'll get to planning because I do really want to get the Winter Village done. I guess I'm kind of in the mood to get it done right now because of all the snow my area has, which is nice because we didn't really get a lot of snow last year.
Huh?
I wonder if they no. I was wondering if the villagers do any biome specific trading. But yeah, I'll probably make a Google document of stuff I want to build. I know initially, like years ago, I got a whiteboard and I had that like sitting on the shelf next to the PlayStation and all that of stuff I'd want to do with different worlds or different video games and all that, but I never really did anything with it, and I think I ended up getting rid of the whiteboard. I also kind of want to make this water. Uh-oh. I also kind of want to make this waterfall like go down a lot more, which it's going to be a little bit hard because, well, I love the like that color blue with the like the blue, gray, and white. I like that color palette. But the hard thing is I can't really have like one block be a source block or it will freeze. Or I'll have to have something that emits heat nearby. I wonder if like if I do that now, it's not like if. All right, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be anything that's gonna be easy to kind of deal with. I'll have to find out because I know like you can definitely get water to probably I could probably figure out a way to get it to go all the way down to here. But that's another thing I do want to do is like make this. I want to make the snow area look all nice and pretty. I completely forgot about that until I came across the waterfall, so I'm glad I did. And lovely. Yeah, as long as I can I just get across the mountain? And all right, back to here. I don't think I'm gonna do anything on this coast. I think it's just gonna be all like in the village and all that. Maybe, ooh, I could make like a little like boat thing that goes through like a little kind of I guess sewer system a little bit. That could be something I do. But yeah, so now I want to try to get a lot done this. Like I have a mixture of there's stuff I want to like there's a lot I want to do and I want to try to get it done. At the same time though, it's like I want to drag on the video series because it's more or less goes on anything I want to build becomes like an episode. Part of me wants to change up my style of doing it. Like instead of doing it as live streams, more as normal episodes, but I need to figure out editing and all that stuff, how I would go about doing that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's everything I have planned for right now. I'll probably make a Google document to write everything down. Or maybe I'll make a notebook just to practice my writing, because like you don't really need to write stuff down much anymore. I can't remember the last time I actually needed to write stuff down physically in the notebook. And it'd kind of be cool to write it down physically in a notebook just so, as well as it doesn't take, I mean, like it takes up, takes up physical space, but it doesn't really take up a lot of space compared to Google Documents and all that. But yeah, so now, yeah. Tonight I'm probably gonna continue, I know, I do want to work on finishing up the World of Warships campaign. I really hope that they don't do, like, a lot of the campaign ships they had recently were nice, but I hate the constant, like, I get why they do it, but at the same time, it's like, not your entire player base is people that have all this time to continue, like, keep playing the game over and over, like, do match over match to get complete campaigns or marathons and shit like that. As well as I don't make enough money where I can just be a whale and buy everything. I mean, I probably could, like, I don't know how much the campaigns typically are, but, like, I probably could, like, buy a few days here and there, but not the entire thing. Yes, I think that's gonna be it for this. Probably just gonna start planning the Winter Village, and like just to kind of get that planned out as kind of like a side project. Basically, it's gonna basically be like the main side project, getting all that terraformed for this year, as well as like getting that dealt with. It's a yeah handful of things I need to have to deal with, but I need to more or less figure out what the next major project's gonna be. I'm kind of leaning towards Mob Farm. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And then I can dump all this stuff in the dump chest. Dump that there, and then I'll just dump that. I guess that can go in this chest. And then one of these is supposed to be for Birch. It's this one, which I'll slowly start replanting trees when I cut them down. Even though I know I need a lot of oak wood. I might make another layer for dark oak. Or that might go over that way. But anyway, that's really going to be the end of this. Just kind of more or less spitballing ideas. Now I should probably try to get stuff actually planned out. I don't have any time frame. The only thing that really has a time frame of when I want it to be done is I want the Christmas Village to be done by Christmas. So, like, I'll probably actually, depending on how much stuff I build, I might start building that in November. Or maybe I might do, like, a building of one building here and one there of just, like, the normal houses. But I won't do any actual Christmas, like, Santa's Workshop or the sleigh hanger or the Christmas tree until, like, December. Well, until after Thanksgiving. I'll give it after Thanksgiving. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. That'll be it for me. So this will be Alpha 118 signing off.